Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rahakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone at Royal, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I'm the brother Kalab from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. So we're going to jump straight into this. This is an article from LBC, which I believe stands for Leading Britain's Conversation. It's a news channel here in the UK. This article says Brits will sacrifice privacy for efficiency, Blair claims as he pushes for digital ID cards and facial recognition. So Tony Blair is the former leader of the Labour Party and former Prime Minister. And he's been working behind the scenes pushing for digital IDs, the digital ID system. Now, towards the end of last year, I believe I'd done a lesson going into an article where he was saying that the British public will need more persuasion before they're ready to accept the digital ID. Well, now he seems to be changing his tune, where he's saying Brits will sacrifice privacy for efficiency. So I already done a lesson going into the fact that the UK government is going to be pushing for digitization of is it passports or driver's licenses, and they're going to be rolling out a digital wallet later on this year, and that ties in with this. So it seems like they're changing the narrative from British people will need more persuading to Brits will sacrifice privacy for efficiency. So let's read this article. And this all ties into the AI MOTB system, which is what they're trying to move towards. So this was published a few days ago on the 31st of January. It says, Tony Blair has claimed that the British people will accept less privacy in exchange for greater government efficiency as he pushed for national digital ID cards to be rolled out. The former Prime Minister, who is said never to have had a mobile phone while in Downing Street, has since become an ardent supporter of using technology to improve the efficiency of the state. Starmer, the first Labour leader since Sir Tony to have won a general election, has promised to embrace the technology and turn the UK into an AI superpower. This is interesting. His predecessor's think tank, the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change, is thought to be influential upon the government. So this is all very interesting because, as I said, Tony Blair was Prime Minister from, 1997 to around 2000. Is it 2007 or 2008? Whatever the case. But he was the leader of the Labour Party. But even though he's no longer leader of the Labour Party, he's still the one influencing the current leader of the Labour Party, which shows he's pulling puppet strings from behind the scenes. So let's read on. You've got to reorder the government around this technology revolution, Sir Tony told the Times newspaper. He added, you should be able to have a state that is smaller, more strategic, and providing greater efficiency at lower cost. That is the holy grail of governing which people have always aspired to. Technology is the instrument that allows you to do it. Starmer must also take a firm decision that we're going for digital ID, the ex-Prime Minister said. Did you hear that? Starmer must also take a firm decision that we're going for digital ID. So the words no longer trying to be persuasive. They're more demanding. Ministers are already launching a digital wallet which will allow people to store driver's licenses and other forms of ID on their smartphones. Science Secretary Peter Carr has said nothing is off the table in terms of what digital versions of government-issued documents could be stored in the new app, which is launching in June. So that's in the middle of this year. But Blair said ministers must go further, telling the Times the government must be prepared for a big debate coming down the line on the future of digital ID. He added, "This is the political argument people should have." See, look at the words. Not even, it's not, this is the political argument that people could have, but it's saying should have, which is how much privacy are you prepared to trade for efficiency? That's the real question around technology and public services. My view is that people are actually prepared to trade quite a lot. And this guy looks like a damn demon. Look at him, man. Among the applications for digital ID could be processing the vast flow of people coming through our borders, Blair said. So this sounds similar to the immigration crisis being used as a tool to implement this technology, which is what they're doing over in America with Donald Trump's executive orders to round up all illegal immigrants. They're going to tie that in with their AI infrastructure, which ultimately will tie into the MOTB. You know, in order to prove your citizenship, or you know, you're going to need to be locked in with this new technology, this new way of tracking people and identifying people. So it says, he added that identifying people for medical treatment and finding out whether migrants are not entitled to be here to prevent them claiming benefits were among the things it could be used for. It's sending a signal that there's no point in thinking you're going to come here and disappear into a kind of grey economy, he told the Times. Bringing in digital IDs will help ministers get tough on populism, he also suggested. It will flush out a lot of the people who want to talk about issues like immigration or benefit fraud, but don't actually will the means to get to the end, Tony said. That's a strange quote to end with. But the fact of the matter is that the UK is going in this direction, and it's going to tie into the AI system, which ultimately ties into the MOTB system, where they'll be using facial recognition and biometrics in order to get people in on this system. So we keep our eyes open because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Let me get that precept. Second Corinthians 2 and verse 11 is what I'm looking for. This says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yep, and it ties into Revelation 13:16. Common precept, but necessary to keep bringing this out, because this really is what this whole thing is about. Revelation 13:16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So it looks like 2025 is going to shape up to be a hell of a year. I mean, with all the executive orders that Donald Trump has been passing, and they've been saying that they want to turn the USA into an AI superpower. And now the UK is also saying that they want to get people digital IDs, which is going to tie into their AI system, which is tied in with the MOTB. It looks like Esau's serious about making this shit happen now, because they've always been on this agenda, but we're only 4 days into the second month of 2025, and they're really putting their foot on the accelerator. So Lord willing, these things continue to ramp up, and we're able to stay on top of things that are happening, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Ashai. Seeing these prophecies be fulfilled. And Lord willing, we'll be out of here sooner than we believe. Let me get that precept before I close out. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. Let me get that. Romans 13 and 11. It says, and knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. I'll read that one more time. Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. So Lord, that has been an edifying, quick hit little lesson. So with that, once again, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom to you, the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And I'll catch you on the next lesson. Lord willing, shalom for now.